Hey, so welcome back to the Mor Puentez Show. I'm going to be experimenting with an entirely different format. So, just gonna get straight into it. So, for this episode, I'm gonna be revealing my entire crypto portfolio. I'm not gonna get into what is cryptocurrency, what's the deal with the various cryptocurrencies that I have. We're just gonna get right into it. So let's start. As you can see, I use Coinbase, and here is my current portfolio. So right now I'm at about $7,000. Let's go to all time. As you can see, I started off in April with about 18 bucks, I should say. I'm not sure where that 18 bucks came from. It probably came from the various quizzes Coinbase gives you for cash. Um, yeah, so as you can see, I experienced an exponential growth. Let's say in about starting from August and up until now. So yeah, I've been putting in some of my hard earned cash into these cryptocurrencies, but at the same time, my portfolio is this high because of substantial gains from a couple of cryptocurrencies. So, at number one is, of course, Ethereum. I prefer to put my money into Ethereum as opposed to Bitcoin because Ethereum is at a more attractive price point. Um, yeah, I see more gains with Ethereum rather than Bitcoin in the long term. I am one of those people who think Ethereum could pass Bitcoin at some point, but that's entirely for a different episode. Believe it or not, at number two, pretty much by pure luck, is Shiba Inu. Um, yeah, I think I put in about $400 into Shiba Inu, so yeah, that's a profit of about 1100 right there. I am holding until the ship sinks pretty much. I intend on putting up to about $1,000 into Shiba Inu. The price dropped right now. It is actually a good time to get in. But yeah, I regret not putting in more initially to check how crazy the gains were. Go to overview, and as you can see, it like it completely shot up. Um, it's insane. Yeah. So let's go back to assets. At number three is AMP. I personally believe in AMP's project, which is why I've invested so much into AMP. I invested about, I should say, $500. I have to double check. If you guys want me to, guys and gals, want me to dive into the dollar amount that I put into each cryptocurrency, I'm more than happy to do that. But for right now, this is just an overview of my portfolio. I truly think AMP is going to blow up. I'm definitely putting in more money into this, but I'm not sure exactly when. I would like to cap it out at about 10,000 AMP and call it a day. Next up, got Polkadot. I invested in this purely on a whim. It's doing extremely well. Um, Various sources say it's going to hit the hundreds at some point. I definitely intend on adding to this bag. Next up, you got Good old Cardano. Um, Again, another attractive altcoin. I highly recommend investing into Cardano if you're thinking about getting into cryptocurrency. Besides Cardano, Ethereum, and Polkadot, pretty much the established cryptocurrencies. I don't recommend you invest into something like Shiba, unless you really got money to throw around that you don't mind losing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Actually, this is the first time I'm saying this, but I feel obligated to say this. I am definitely not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo. So, yeah, don't take my word for it. Definitely do your research, do your due diligence, and yeah, invest very wisely. So after Cardano, I have Litecoin. I've been holding Litecoin for a while, almost since the beginning. For some reason, I was just really wanted one Litecoin, and eventually I got it. I just kept purchasing little by little, and actually, I'm starting to recoup the money that I put in. I was at a loss for a while, almost since the beginning, but I see now that it's going back up. I'm actually thinking about selling my Litecoin, actually converting my Litecoin either to Ethereum or Shiba Inu. Not entirely sure yet. I might just do it into Polkadot. Who knows? So after that, we got Sterling. As you can see, these are established, for the most part, established cryptocurrencies. Their price tends to be stable. Their price tends to go up very gradually. This isn't a buy and expect to blow up in 1 month kind of thing. This is definitely a long-term plan. So now we're getting into all the speculative cryptocurrencies. I really like the Chills project. I invested a little bit into it. I think about $30. Not entirely sure. Um, yeah, a lot of sports teams are getting into it. It's just a very attractive cryptocurrency that I personally believe is going to blow up at some point. Then you got Anchor. I invested in this purely on a whim. I barely know what Anchor project is about or what it's doing, but it's going up. I'm holding on to it. It's one of the more entry level cryptocurrencies in terms of price. Got Polygon over here, and we are gonna round this off with the last Cartesi. I'm probably butchering the name, Bounce Token, and Loopring. The last three are basically what Coinbase gave me for completing their quizzes for free. I'm just purely holding on to them. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with them. Most likely convert it into something like AMP or Shiba Inu. So there you have it, you guys. This is my cryptocurrency portfolio, my entire portfolio. Again, I'm at about $7,000. I am hoping this $7,000 goes up. Um, when will I cash out? That's a discussion entirely for a different time. My goals for all of this, again, a discussion for an entirely different time. This is just a pure reveal. That's it.